That's where you have to be taking the product management approach of scaling it in a very slow manner and putting it in front of customers and learning from them, and then taking that learning and applying it to the prompt and applying it to what you see. So if you're deploying something, a voice agent for the first time, you're going to be asking yourself, well, let me put it in front of customers. You cannot do that. You have to be putting it in front of a few customers, really analyzing whether that's manually or using a tool like convolytic.com. That is a voice AI analytics platform. You can pump in the conversations and then see where your customers are getting frustrated or your agent is failing. And that's where the product management comes in. That's where your prompt analysis and your prompt re-engineering comes in. You have to identify, well, okay, I expected this customer service for ordering flowers to do to immediately for the customer to tell me what they wanted. But you found that the customers actually want to see what the specials are. So you have to write more prompting around the specials and add use cases around the specials. And there's a lot of different things you have to think about it because there's things like holidays like Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, et cetera, where you have to be able to update these models to then say the right things at the right times. And there's also the way you start a conversation. You want to make sure, well, what is going to work? Saying hello or saying, how can I help you? Or saying, hi, this is Anne's flower shop. What would you like to order today? Now, how do you know whether one will work or one will not work? You have to conduct A B testing. And A B testing is running different variants of a voice agent in the same time frame. And why do you need the same time frame? Because you have regional factors and external factors that will affect your results if you run them within different time frames. If you run something for 2 weeks with a male voice and you run something for 2 weeks after with a female voice, you have no idea which one is going to do better or which one actually did better because you had different external events, whether that be traffic, school openings. There are regional uh, events that happen for that affect the collective consciousness of your customer base that will then affect your voice agent performance. So it's very important to run it at the same time. And again, you can use a tool like convolytic.com to run those A/B tests and to understand which individual element you have will perform better for your customer base. And it's going to be different business to business because each business, whether it's a small business or a larger business, has a different customer base. And one thing that will work in one place will not work in another place. I've seen voice agents that are more aggressive in Los Angeles work better and than something in, let's say, Indiana, where they're used to a lot more friendly people, or in the South. So you have to take in those regional differences and especially accents. There was this one voice agent in Canada, and I needed to put a Canadian accent because that was working better with that customer base. So with that said, it's building this trust within your product of understanding users and building things that you can A/B test and go back. So again, product management, A/B testing. So first, let's review real quick. First was making the prompt really good. This is your MVP, right? From that MVP, get a little bit of, let's say you deploy to 5% of your customer base. Get a little bit of customer feedback. You can do some manual analysis. Just look at the conversations, analyze them. Then as you scale up, then you want to get a sentiment analysis tool like convolytic.com to do some sentiment analysis, understand at an aggregate scale what's happening and get some help with that. Then you want to start running A/B tests to then see, okay, what is going to be working well with that tool and what different types of things can I do? Am I using ChatGPT 4? Am I using Nano? Am I using Gemini? What will work with this customer base? Because a lot of times different models work differently for each individual use case. So again, you want to run those things. So those things are going to take a lot of time. You're typically looking at maybe a week or two of that initial customer base. Then you're looking at 2 to 4 months of of rigorous improvement and testing different things, right? And then you're getting to a place where let's say you're getting 80 to 90% of your voice agents to be successful and be where they want to be. You still cannot ever let up. You have to continuously look at the data and see what is